Welcome to the Canon camera introduction. This video will be a brief overview on how to use your Canon camera. First, start by turning your camera on. The on switch is located by the mode dial on the top of your camera. Attached to your camera is a lens. The lens is where you adjust the zoom and the focus. You can set the lens to either be an autofocus or manual focus. At the top of your camera, you will find the main dial. This dial is adjusted throughout your camera settings. Here is also where you'll find your flash and external flash mount. Also at the top of your camera is an ISO button. You can adjust the ISO of your camera by tapping this button and searching through the options of ISO provided to you on the screen. For right now, we will leave it in auto mode. There are multiple ways to adjust the white balance of your camera. The first way is by pressing the white balance button located at the top arrow on your camera. This gives you options such as daylight, shade, cloudy, tungsten light, white fluorescent light, flash, or custom. For right now, we will leave it on auto white balance. Another way to adjust your white balance settings is going into the menu and choosing custom white balance. This will give you an image to choose from and you adjust your white balance from there. There are multiple menus on your Canon camera. You can go through these by clicking menu at the top left of your camera. Some of these options include formatting your memory card. If you format your memory card, this will delete all the data saved to it. Another menu option is adjusting the picture style. You may need to adjust these for some of the assignments in this class. Another option on your camera menu is to adjust the quality of the images you take. You can tab through these using the left and right arrows. The LCD screen on your camera has many functions. If you tap the info button at the top left hand of your camera, an info palette will appear with your camera's current settings. At the top right hand corner of your camera, there is a button to view what your viewfinder views on your LCD screen. Hitting the info button with this gives you your light meter at the bottom, the available space on your memory card, and your ISO. Tapping that button again will return you to the main info panel of your camera. At the bottom right-hand corner of your camera, you will see a small play button. If you tap that, you can sort through past images that you have taken. Adjusting your camera modes. Here we will go over manual mode. To shift into manual mode, adjust the mode dial at the top of your camera. To adjust the shutter speed, turn the main dial at the top of your camera. Shifting this back and forth will either decrease or increase your shutter speed. By holding the AV button as well as shifting your main dial, you can see that the aperture settings either decrease or increase. In the aperture priority mode, you're mainly shifting your aperture, making it larger or smaller. When shooting in aperture priority mode, your main dial is the only one necessary to use. Holding the AV button will adjust your light meter. Here are some examples of some aperture priority photos. The first image has a large aperture and a low f-stop. The second image has a small aperture and a large f-stop. The shutter priority mode adjusts the shutter speed. Just like aperture priority mode, the only dial necessary is your main dial. This will adjust your shutter speed to be either quicker or slower. And holding the AV button down will adjust your light meter. Here are some examples of photos where the shutter speed is imperative. The first photo is a stop action photo. This requires a fast shutter speed. The second image is a long shutter speed image. The aperture of the lens is left open for a longer amount of time, allowing to catch the wave's motions. Hopefully now you have a better grasp on how to use your Canon camera. Have fun shooting, and thanks for watching.